Hi, my name is Paul. Hi, Paul. I'm addicted to online shopping.
I can't believe it's even me that is addicted to online shopping because I don't even like shopping. I find it stressful.
Seriously.
So many choices, so many things that you don't actually need. It's just...
It's like the money is burning a hole in your
and it's not
pocket.
they're giving you. So you think, because the money is not physically leaving your hand, especially if you're old school.
Yeah.
It was pam, 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 money has gone. So one part of your mind hasn't registered that you've lost quite a lot of money.
I can see
some evil stuff. So you now combine it with the fact that you don't need these things. You don't need these things. You actually don't need these things. But you won't know in that moment. It's later, you don't need this thing.
Hello, everyone. My name is Paul, and this lovely gentleman is...
Baaj. Sorry for the negative energy.
A little rant.
Jeez.
Positive vibes.
I restart.
Don't
worry. I restart.
Thank you for joining us on this wonderful episode of the show, wherever you're listening from or watching around the world.
Yes, and make sure you like, share, and subscribe because this is Paul and Baaj in character. And we want to stay here for a long time.
We do. We really do. So please do as he says. What do you want to talk about today?
Before we start talking about now, how's your week?
My week was good. It's been good. A bit hectic. I can't complain. Yes.
You can't complain. Yeah.
I'm happy.
Once you hear a bit hectic, can't complain, means there's plenty work.
Yes.
And dude is getting paid.
Hopefully.
So we are stressed out, but we are stressed out for a good reason.
Yes.
So I can relate. It's pretty much that.
How's your week?
Very hectic.
Yeah.
I can't complain.
Okay.
I can't complain. You should not be shooting overnight back to back. It's rubbish.
What if the scenes...
It's messing with my mind.
The scenes in the story occur in the middle of the night?
I have had to do a film like that. It was a horror film.
Yeah. What's it called?
Manifestation.
Oh. You're back.
Yeah, I'm back, baby.
Okay.
Manifestation. If it relays the that work for it. Never mind.
Okay.
So if it relays the producer, it was a horror film actually.
Yeah.
It follows a couple of students doing like a Blair Witch project kind of thing.
Students, I was talking primary school, secondary school.
They went to a haunted secondary school.
They went. Were they students of another secondary school?
No. They heard about it being spooky, so they thought, let's make content.
I get you.
And they were the content that was made. Yeah.
Were you content with the way it turned out?
Yes, I was. Wow. Yeah, I'm getting too good at these useless jokes, and it's paining me because I can never come up with them.
So, I would like to talk about diversity and equality in film and sports.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Is that something that interests you?
Yeah. That's fun.
How does it interest you?
Well, I must sound selfish, but once you say anything about diversity, obviously it's to our favor. So obviously it's something I'll be for.
Yeah.
But apart from that one, even put that aside, let's put that on the side. It's always a good thing when you're able to spread the bread around.
Yeah.
Because we all know there's this thing about the lottery of life. You don't get to decide where you're born, who you're born as, where you're born to. You don't get to decide those things. So whatever life you have, you just try to make the best out of it.
Yeah.
So it's a good idea if you put that in mind, and when we are working on anything, you try to spread it out.
I see.
Because there's some people that are just not born
to
the right situations, the right countries, the right, and they don't have the opportunities that they do deserve.
Yeah.
So if you can spread it out, it's always a good thing. So, and it also benefits us.
I think, to be honest, is it that it benefits us, or these days people, institutions, individuals are taking steps to help right certain wrongs or correct certain injustices?
There's that.
There is that. Because when you look at sports, for example, take sports in Nigeria, people like football, people like basketball, people have camps, training facilities where they bring in young talents from all over Nigeria, all over the world even, to teach them, to give them access to certain resources and hopefully help them become the best versions of themselves. And we do see these days that a lot of young people who are into athletics, sports, football, basketball, have opportunities that were not readily available to people from parts of the world like Nigeria in the 80s, in the 70s, and the 60s. Yeah. I mean, in the 90s, basketball-wise, we only had like Hakeem Olajuwon.
Yeah.
These days, we have several Nigerian homegrown talents playing
for other
basketball.
countries too.
In
so there's
Nigeria, in Africa, in Europe, in the NBA, and the same can be said for film.
Yeah. Sure.
When we were coming up, at least me, and this was basically just 15 years ago, there weren't that many schools or institutions that afforded people like us the opportunity to go in and learn directing. Or learn acting.
I still remember I had to find one at the time because it was, you just finished school now.
Yeah.
And you want to get into the business.
Yes.
But you want to learn the business.
Yes.
So remember, it was one of my uncles. He was working on something that led him to meet Mr. Femi Odubemi.
Oh, okay.
So he was like, yo, so you want to be an actor and a filmmaker? Okay. So there's this man I met. I'll introduce you to him. We'll just talk to you.
Yeah.
That'll be it.
Yeah.
I'm still very young, so I actually didn't know who he was.
I get you.
Just had a big man, but I took me to his office. I got to meet him. I got to talk to him. And the entire conversation really just circled around, if you really love this thing called film, if you really want to do it, if you really want to do it properly, then you have to learn to do it properly. You have to do the work. You have to go and learn how to do it properly. So immediately after that meeting, it was which film school. I think I've told you a story about almost my mom wanted to sell land to pay for the year. That's what.
But if you don't mind, maybe you could share it.
Okay, my bad.
Yes.
So after that was okay. It means you should go to a film school.
Yeah.
I started researching and I learned about varsity in South Africa.
Nice.
Learned the tuition and everything. Like, okay. So it's rather much. So I told my mom about it. And you know my mom, she's the kind of person that if you say you want to build a spaceship to go to the moon,
she'll try and help
buy
you
the
rocket.
That's her. That's her. She's a dreamer and she will dream with you.
Yeah.
So she's like, okay, that's what you want to do, Abi.
Yeah.
There's no money, but give me a sec. Alexa learns, she moves some things. I said, okay, so she wants to sell this land. Say, oh, wait.
Don't do that.
I didn't know that's what you meant by give me a sec.
Yeah.
I thought you meant like, let me go and move some things around. And no, you're not selling land on my behalf.
Yeah.
Because this is after uni.
I get you.
I was in that space that after uni, a lot of your life is your life.
Yeah.
Now. Your burden is your burden.
Yeah.
You shouldn't add to it after uni. That's just how
you shouldn't add to your parents.
Yeah.
I know what you mean.
That's kind of how I saw life.
Yeah.
So like, if I can't raise the money myself,
then maybe it's not meant to be.
I'll make it happen.
Yeah.
So then I started looking for film schools
to attend here. Yeah.
And that led me to Royal Arts, actually. It was a lovely film school.
Yeah.
I could not afford the school fees still.
But you found a way to make it work.
But I found a way to make it work. So unlike now, where there are film schools that you can go for free.
Yeah.
And it is epic because I know some of the teachers there. Yeah. I'm like, it's amazing. It's amazing. It's really good. It's really good.
You know, the thing is, when I decided to attend film school, I didn't have the tuition myself.
What film school did you go to?
Amaka Igwe's Center for Film and Video Excellence.
You have not mentioned this to me before.
I probably haven't. But the thing is, I didn't have the tuition for the acting class, and I definitely didn't have the tuition for the directing course. But I enrolled anyway. And I think after much soul searching, I sold a bit of blood and other bodily fluids. I didn't do that. I was just
He's lying.
But family members chipped in.
Oh, that's
I asked my sisters, my brother, my dad. They all made it possible. And that's how I got my diploma. And I threw my hat in the air and stormed off into the world. And here I am. Still owing them. But they made it possible for me to go to film school. And I am really, really grateful for all the people that made that a possibility because without that, I probably wouldn't be sitting here today. I wouldn't have the career I have today for what it's worth. And I am grateful for that. And I'm grateful for people like Amaka Igwe and who was the founder of the film school?
Royal Arts Academy is MM Song.
People like that who were pioneers at the time. Because these days we have
there are a lot of stars that you know today that actually came from that school.
That came through both of those
schools actually. True, both filmmakers, actors, writers. It's
a lot of people.
But
these days we do have a lot more film academies. And that's a good thing.
It's a great
We
thing.
have the Ebony Life Film Academy. You have
because anytime we even talk
York.
about our problem with film, we always talk about it not being good enough. Whether it's the storytelling, whether it's the acting, whether it's the editing, whether it's the producing, whether it's the directing. We're always talking about the fact that maybe it's the fundamentals, whether it's the basics, whether it's the little bits, the small things there that if you had paid more attention in the basics, you'd have known to not do that.
True.
We always talk about how those things can be better.
Yeah.
The best way to do that would be film school. So it's definitely
over the years, I'd have people DM me, a lot of people from all over Nigeria.
Yeah, me too.
And go, hey, I want to act, I want to do this, I want to do that. And initially, I didn't even know how to respond to all of these people.
True.
But you know what I found I've been doing over the last 2-3 years? I just send them a link to Multi-Choice Talent Factory, Ebony Life Creative Academy, Del York, whichever ones I can find. And I'm like, look. Or if none of these seem applicable to you, check for things like them. And people come back maybe months later, or sometimes I'm at an event and someone taps me on the shoulder and I turn around thinking it's a random fan. And they're like, you don't know this, but I DM'd you, you sent me this, and here I am in Lagos. And sometimes it's exciting. Oh, wow, you're doing the thing. Yeah, it's really nice to see.
You know how scary this is scary for me.
Really?
Because I have really bad memory.
Yeah.
So I already know there's no way I remember the DM.
Yeah. Like, of course.
So when they do like, I DM'd you, my first thought, I hope I reply this person.
Because if I DM'd you, you didn't respond. A shiv in the gut.
So like, I hope I reply this person. And I hope the reply was like at least nice enough.
Yeah.
Like, you are so nice. Oh,
thank goodness.
I can't remember replying you, but I'm glad that I replied.
Yeah. You didn't kill their dreams.
Yeah.
You didn't stomp on it. You didn't put out the embers.
Yeah, because that thing stays with you.
It
like
does.
you always remember the person that said something super mean to you when you're still forming your identity, when you're still feeling insecure about yourself.
I once met this young lady. We were talking, and then she says to me that someone we know, an actor, colleague, I think I can say, at the time was her neighbor. And she told him she was interested in acting, and he shut it down.
Shut it down? Like
basically said she didn't have a chance in hell of becoming an actress or succeeding as an actor. And I don't know if he was trying to be cruel. I don't know if he was trying to be cruel. But I could tell it bothered her a bit that he would say something like that to her. And I try not to...
I think I'll just wait for the full story because it's kind of weird to say that.
Yes. I don't know if there's more.
Yeah.
But that's what she said,
odd.
He said. And I was like, oh, wow. I don't know why he would say.
The worst reply I'm giving is, why do you want to do it?
I don't know that that's a bad reply.
No, I mean,
I'm asking, are you ready for this?
Sure you're
because all that glitters is not all beer and skittles. There's a lot of work that goes into becoming a success at this. And the truth is, even when you succeed at this, quote unquote, relatively, there's still a lot of stuff to deal with. So you need to be sure. Yes, you need to be sure. So when people come at me and go, oh, I really want to be an actor, I'm like, you're not probably going to be financially stable doing this
for a long time.
When
you said like when they ask you about the film schools or like acting opportunities and you just lead them to the I started laughing because I remember when the conversation doesn't go so well.
Yeah.
Because when they're texting, when they DM you or stuff like that, some of them, they're expecting like a Destiny helper kind of reply.
That is true.
Just carry them and put them inside film, just like that. So once it is not that kind of reply, it's offensive or it's negative and stuff like that.
Yeah. But the truth is, I hope that some people, young people understand, and people at large understand that sometimes I can help you by giving you information. You can, I don't have to give you fish. I can teach you how to fish. And hopefully you can fish to your heart's content.
Exactly.
Hopefully, because if all I'm doing is giving you fish, you're probably never going to be sated.
True.
On some level. So the best thing I can do is to show you how to fish and fend for yourself. And that's what I try to do.
And it's pretty easy now too.
It is.
It's pretty easy,
It really... It has gotten easier, I would say. It has gotten easier, I would say. What do you think the state of diversity in front of the camera in Nigeria? Because we know globally it's a thing. People are trying to make it more open and accessible. But here, would you say we are as diverse as we possibly can be in front of the camera? Acting choices wise, the type of stories we tell.
You know how we are with our stuff now. We create very clear boundaries.
Yeah.
So as long as you're operating within those boundaries and you are the right kind of person in those boundaries, then everything's fine. So everybody is in their own spots, is in their own section.
Say more words. Say what you can.
Okay. When I say boundaries, I mean it's always going to be in the case of maybe a tribe-ish kind of thing.
And when you say tribe, you mean you mean your group of friends, or do you mean tribe?
No, I mean tribe.
Okay.
It can be a tribe and a group of friends, but majorly it could be a tribe thing.
Yeah.
So it could be the status of the kind of film you're making
and how
the
you
subject
view
matter.
Certain
so as long as you're playing within
the
agreed parameters with the right people or persons, everything is fine.
I get you.
So it's diversity in the case of everyone can do what they want to do if you're doing it in the right place and you're the right person that can do it. But if you are the wrong person doing that same thing in the wrong place,
who decides who the wrong or the right people are?
We kind of already have.
Have we?
We kind of already have.
That is interesting.
That's why we're super tribalistic now. We can't just like, So when it comes to art, to a great extent, it will enter there. So if the right person is doing a particular kind of art, that some other people feel like they are the only ones.
When you say right, you mean right, quote unquote?
Yeah, it's quote unquote because there's no right.
Yes.
No one has any right over any kind of art.
Yes.
That's the honest truth of it. It's his creativity. If you could do, you'd have created it.
True.
The person created this art. Literally, the only person that has the right over that art is the creator of the art.
Yeah.
But that's not how we view life.
But we do see, even in our space here these days, a lot of filmmakers from all types of backgrounds delving into stories from other parts of the country and doing a pretty decent job.
Great job, actually.
Decent job.
Great job.
I do see certain actors who may not necessarily have been born in certain parts of Nigeria embody characters from certain parts.
I did tell you about watching a stage play with Gideon playing Fela.
Yes. Gideon is OKK for
brilliant.
Anyone listening and watching wherever you're in the world. Yes. Great actor. Yeah.
Absolutely.
He played Fela, who happens to be, I think,
of course, Yoruba man.
Yeah, Yoruba man. And
So
Gideon
like,
is, if we're not mistaken,
brilliant.
An Easterner, an Igbo boy. Yes. That kind
and
of thing.
you didn't even almost like think that when you were watching.
True.
So definitely. So no one has any right over any piece of art. It's just, we know the kind of country we're in, and we know from time to time, head can just touch.
Yes.
That's literally it.
Yes.
It's not even anywhere close to being that deep.
Yeah.
It's really just I
think it's okay not to like something if you don't
like
it's done in good faith. If it's based off merits or things okay, you know what? I think it's maybe, for instance, maybe it's too long, or for me it's too sappy. That's fine. But maybe give content, film, art a chance. If all you have to go off is, I don't know where the creator or the creators of this content are from. Maybe that's not a strong enough reason to, off the cuff, say it's not for you or that it has no place, in here. We know there's tribal differences, there's racial differences, ethnic differences, but we also know that there are gender disparities and disability is also a thing. I
don't think that even recognized in Nigeria at all. Yeah. To be honest.
Yeah. I think
across the board.
The truth is, as you said, if you're born in certain circumstances, if you have a disability, it's harder for you across the board, not just here in our space. Across the board, it's harder for you because the system isn't designed to cater to people with disabilities. At the end of the day, we're not really seeing, at this point in time anyway, that many stories that the leading character happens to be.
Have you done any? Have you done it? Sorry, I jumped. Have you done any film where the character was handicapped or disabled in any way?
Ironically, I have. But the thing is, the character started out as an able-bodied person who then
had a car accident.
Or something.
So what happened?
Then the person lost the ability to use their legs or their eyes, stuff like that, which is interesting because the character started out being fully able. I haven't really seen that many in the way of stories of characters in this space where the character started out fully disabled and didn't need to transition. Because at the end of the day, when we tell stories that seem to suggest that, the only way the character can find happiness is if they have the ability. Themselves. Yes, that means you're saying there's something
wrong with them.
Inherently wrong with them.
When the story should point towards the direction of them accepting.
Yeah, or maybe they accepted it from jump and were just trying to thrive and live life to its fullest.
Yeah, true.
With those disabilities. I
haven't seen anything like that.
Those constraints. Yeah. Anyway.
The one I did was pretty much along those lines. It started off with him being blind right off the bat.
Yeah.
But he always had that thing at the back of his mind that till he gets his sight back, he's not full. He's not whole. Because he used to be able to see, then he lost it.
Yeah.
And then obviously he finally got his sight back and he became the worst version of himself.
Because he could see?
He could see. She's ironic, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is.
And the worst version of himself is what led to him losing his sight again.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. It's a pretty sad story.
Yeah. That is sad.
And then he tried to off himself.
Because he lost his sight again.
It just got very depressed. It's a pretty. Now that I'm saying, that's a very sad film I did.
What's it called?
It's called Beast Within. It was with Ijoma Agu, directed by Daniel Riahi. Yeah. Shall I give you a small gist from that film?
Yeah.
So there's So this film was one of the films I did make after Hush.
Yeah.
And all the films I started off after Hush, there was a lot of fear and doubt and humility when I was doing it.
Okay.
So I was just going in with like very wide eyes. I'm just going to do my best. They tell me to backflip on a freaking mountain.
I will do what I can.
Yeah. So when I got that role, like, okay, how do I play a blind guy? I don't know what that's about. I did the research. And then 3 days before we started shooting, I spoke to my mom about it, spoke to my friends about it. I went 3 days straight, blindfolded, or at least with my eyes closed, back to back.
Yeah.
Around the house. I still remember.
Did you crack your shin?
On of course, there was a little bruises. Then, so I still remember my friends came over and they thought it was a joke. But I told them that no, I actually cannot open my eyes and I would like you guys to stay and let's do what we normally do whilst I do it like I'm blind, just to stay there. You can only do this kind of thing that time in your career, obviously, because you have a lot of time, which I wish that's how now is, but it's not. You don't have that much time. Yeah. And that's how I just rehearsed for it.
Yeah.
And then I got on the set and we got to do the film and I did most of the film like that. Now, it was a good idea.
Yeah.
Daniel was feeling it.
Yeah.
Ijoma was feeling it. They're like, be careful, don't overdo it.
Yeah.
But I already practiced with the walking stick and the seeing things.
Yeah.
I already know how to use the stick to see and everything. But now, we're about to shoot a scene in the beach.
Yeah.
He doesn't have his stick. He's there to delete himself.
Yeah.
So they wanted me to just walk into the water.
Could you swim at that point in time?
Yes, I could.
Okay.
But Daniel was like, he would like me to do it properly, not the way I've been doing it, which is with my eyes closed.
I don't have health insurance. I don't want an actor offering himself for real on my set.
I don't mean to be difficult, but that's the only way I can do it. It's my process. I said, okay. I'm doing that. It's all about the art now. So Daniel was cool with it. Ijoma heard, like, lost our freaking mind.
In the words of the great Lawrence
Ijoma, because she's the kind of person that be doing crazy stuff too. So I don't know why she was. They're like, no, somebody's son, blah, blah, blah,
We're
blah,
not doing that here.
So I was like, okay. I don't lie to that. Don't worry, I opened my eyes, but actually didn't.
Yeah.
Daniel knew I was doing it like that. So I did it. I walked straight into it. And I think Ijoma could tell that this guy is really doing it like forming method.
Yeah.
And immediately it looked like I could possibly be dying. This babe ran into this.
To save you.
Yeah, that's like I'm sure in edit, you had to quickly cut right before she walked into the camera because she ran like 2 other people ran. And in the scene, people are supposed to come and save me before I get carried away.
But she was an actor in the film, I'm guessing.
Was not even that carried me
So
out.
she wasn't supposed to carry you out.
I didn't know it was her.
Yeah.
I'm still forming.
Leave me.
While I'm being taken in the water, that kind of thing. So they're bringing me back and she said, and I'm forming, I'm dead. Because it's supposed to look like that. She thinks it's real. So she's panicking for real. So I hear her voice and I realized she had walked into the scene and I woke up pissed. That kind of That's Ijoma now.
This was my
what now?
This was my Oscar moment. You ruined it.
In that moment, I thought it was right.
Yeah.
But now,
When you think
that
about
was
it.
the most stupid thing to have ever been done because I could have died. Bruh.
I don't know.
Just walk into like all those super wavy beaches.
For those at home, please don't do that.
Okay, don't do that, obviously.
Don't do that.
But just do that. I just keep walking.
Yeah.
As the water is pushing you back, you keep walking forward. Just keep walking forward. Your eyes are still closed.
Yeah.
You fall down, you stand up, and just keep walking forward. Just keep walking forward.
Yeah.
Because they've not set cuts.
Wow.
Because you want to show that stupid. But it was a great experience. Have I told you?
Yeah.
Sorry.
I
told you another thing from that film that you don't know it's the same film.
Okay.
You know, the one where that someone was giving a monologue.
Yeah.
It's the same film.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Okay, so there's a part in the film where my character sends his girlfriend out of the house. I was wearing dark shades and we're shooting it at 3 a.m.
Yeah.
She has a monologue, a very heartfelt monologue.
Yeah.
And she was pouring her heart out.
You started snoring.
And I was sleeping.
Oh.
I don't snore.
Okay.
I'm civil. And I slept through the whole monologue.
I get you.
But I think she did a great job. I wouldn't know.
I kind of think she usually does a great job.
Yeah, she carried the entire scene because her co-star was somewhere else.
Literally.
It was a great experience.
Yeah.
Though. But when you talk about like those kind of films, yes, you're right. It's usually told from a perspective of
there's something wrong with
you.
And that's something we should look at. I think I would say adding to, because at the end of the day, there's so many ways to tell stories about people, stories about men, stories about women, stories about people with disabilities. We do have a lot of stories that failed the Bechdel test, and that is, for those who don't know, a test that basically aims to ensure that the female characters in a film or a piece of written material is not one-dimensional. So one of the tests is this: does the female character have a full story arc?
Okay.
Does she go on a journey?
Okay.
Another parameter is, does she interact with another female character? And during their interaction, is she talking to the other female character about a man or about other things?
Okay.
If she's not talking to the other female character about a man or about a relationship with a man, then you've probably passed the test. But we do know here, lots of our female characters are always talking about
money.
It wasn't even about money. Difference. It's fine, because that means you are aspirational. Okay, yes, that's where
that's the conversation.
So it's stuff we are looking to add to, and people are trying to do a decent job of fleshing out and coming up with characters that are multifaceted and multidimensional, and that's a good thing. And hopefully, people with certain disabilities in general will get their own time in the sun, because there are probably 1,000,001 different types of stories, really compelling stories that can be told. And actors with certain disabilities will hopefully begin to get an opportunity to showcase their talents and share their art and craft with the world.
It was fun. I had to play that one. Then there's one where I was in a wheelchair throughout.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's really fun.
But did you go full method for that one also?
Well, I couldn't, because nobody was going to be rolling me around.
And you probably had to use the bathroom from time to time.
Full Daniel Lewis with it, and from yes.
Never go full anything.
So no one was going to answer me, but I did try to make sure my legs look as paralyzed and useless as possible.
Was it uncomfortable?
Yeah, because the truth is, it's supposed to look lifeless.
I get you.
And your lifeless leg doesn't look like this.
I get you.
And this is me being comfortable. So
I
for it to look lifeless, I'll have to make it look in
slightly
a particular
uncanny,
uncomfortable way that looks like I didn't make it look that way.
Yeah.
Which now makes it even more difficult, because now most of your weight has to be here.
Yeah.
It can't be showing weight here because your leg will be shaking.
Yeah.
So it wasn't the most comfortable thing. But it's all for the work.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. And that probably is what affected your football career. Or something like that.
Yes, that's what affected it. I don't know how you're linking it to.
Oh my goodness. No. So behind the camera, across Nollywood, would you say that things are looking up when it comes to gender, the closing of the gap?
Yeah, definitely. Absolutely.
Equality, diversity. I think we are a ways away when it comes to dealing with people with disabilities in front of and behind the camera. But
I think as an entire country, we are.
Yeah.
We are. I don't even see how we can close that gap.
The truth is, we are still a ways away
from
pretty much everything when we look at the entirety of our industry. You know, but we are trying to make progress, and people, hopefully, more people are noticing these disparities and are trying to do things and do stuff and make decisions that help move the needle in the right direction. Yeah, I think that's what's happening.
It would be easier if we make more films around that, though.
That is also.
I just my mind just.
I attended a
Indian
course
films
recently.
The
3-day course about equity and equitability in the gender roles in films, and it was an eye opener. A lot of things I already knew, but some things where you're in class with people and you find out how much most people don't know, and even you yourself may not even fully understand. And a lot of the materials we looked at and studied was really, I would say, stimulating intellectually for me.
I was just thinking about some Indian films that I've seen that really focused on either the character with the Down syndrome, or the character is blind or handicapped in some way, or has some form of mental disability, those kind of things. And they're always so bloody brilliant, but they still keep that heart there. They don't make the character always look like some destitute that is less than.
I get you.
You know, they always find a way to make that character look like a hero. You know, it just makes you respect them more, makes you acknowledge them more. But it also shows, they also make sure they show their reality, show what they're going through.
Yeah, so they're human beings at the end of the day. They have their flaws and
there's bad parts.
They have their off days and their on days. We're all people and we all go through stuff.
So I think when you start making more stuff like that, more people start becoming aware of it. Because it's not as if we don't know. It's just not something we think about.
True.
It's just not something we think about.
It really isn't.
So,
Would you say in sports, when we look at male sports, female sports in Nigeria, that things are looking up? I think they are, but there's still a ways to go.
I might say just goes to football.
Yeah, because that's what's in our blood. Yeah.
And since our guys are not doing...
They are melting up. They are...
It's very easy to say we're not giving the women enough props because...
We should, because at the end of the day, they fly the flag.
There really wasn't left.
And they do it with such aplomb and panache and pizzazz, and they're winning everything. But our guys are at this moment in time.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. It is what it is. The guys aren't so super, but the Falcons are in every way, shape, or form very, very super. It would be nice if the people in charge, the NFA, the Ministry of Sports, pay a bit more attention to female sports, female football, do more in the way of compensating adequately female athletes. Because at the end of the day...
Compensating everyone.
Most
of the stories that we hear is the money is to reach the people that the money was sent to.
That's sad.
The story ahead.
That's sad.
Allegedly.
We see these things. We hear when they go on strike, where they demand for the monies they've been promised or the monies they've earned. And we've also seen where, like, what I think FIFA did a while back, when I think the Super Falcons did well at a particular global tournament, and FIFA were like, they will pay the women directly. I think it happened. I'm not 100% sure, but I remember. I think they did. They told the NFA, no, we will pay the women directly. And it caused, there was a bit of a stink. Like, how dare
it's
you?
Very embarrassing.
Blah, 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 blah. But I think the average Nigerian was nope, please pay them directly. Because we don't know that we necessarily trust the people in power. So I think the onus is on these people in power to hopefully start trying to correct all the ills and all the failings that some of their predecessors were responsible for.
Oh, only their predecessors, huh?
I'm trying to be,
Yeah. So in terms of all this diversity and all, we can't just talk about the problems and not talk about how we can solve them.
True.
So in your own idea, let's assume it's just Nollywood now. And it's focused on, I'm sure you even know him. I don't see him around anymore. But did you ever used to go to audition and used to see him? I don't want to call his name. Slightly elder man. He's come with a walking stick. Very cool guy. Man. He's a guy.
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah,
I know who you're talking about. I can't remember his name, but I know who you're talking about.
I can't remember.
Fun guy.
Yeah, very fun
always
guy.
had
a
lovely smile.
As in,
yes.
And he's always early at auditions, always there. Yeah. But I think I only saw him in a film once.
Yes.
Really?
And he was
always on time.
Unrelenting. He attended probably every audition on earth for a period. I don't know about these days.
If it's not wearing native, it's wearing a tie.
Yes.
And
there are people like that. Their stories need to be told. So if you're asking what we can do to help,
yes, exactly. So in those kind of situations, what actually can be done in Nollywood in terms of, I think we already addressed casting, which is improve our storytelling around those areas.
Yes.
But in making the sets more comfortable, more hospitable, just easier for them to be around and move around. What can be done within budget, obviously?
Yeah. First things first. What kind of stories are we telling? The truth is this: we need to let more people who are. I don't want to. I'm not trying to be cavalier, but there are people with certain disabilities who understand those disabilities better than you and I ever could. And there are some of them who are writers, who are storytellers, who are producers. They need to be let
in the room,
in these spaces. If they're in the room, they can then proceed to say, oh,
living experience.
Let's do this. Let's do this. This could work like that. When we're having auditions and people are reading for characters who happen to have disabilities, maybe it will make sense to let people who have certain or similar disabilities audition.
I don't think I agree.
For those characters.
I would rather cast them as characters.
I'm listening. Oh yeah, I get you. No, what I'm saying is this. Now, let's say you have 10 film projects. 2 of them are action films. A lot of intense physical activity. The truth is, it might be hard to cast someone with a certain disability. But if you have out of your 10 film projects, in this project, the person is obviously blind or visually impaired or has problems moving from point to point because of a physical condition. You can start there and say, maybe people with certain disabilities can start becoming familiar with the materials and with how sets work on those projects. Then, in front of and behind the camera, because there are a lot of people who understand these things, again, better than we ever could. There are a lot of people who may have a physical disability who want to be producers, who want to be not just writers, directors, who want to be actors, who want to be costumiers. Let's try to make it possible. Nobody's saying you should give someone an opportunity that is not deserving. But you can never tell if it's deserving if you haven't tried.
At least be open to it.
Yes, be open to it. Go, you can try out for this. We can give you this opportunity to do this. If you do well, it leads to other opportunities.
You know when you mentioned the action film bit, and it popped in my head. So yes, obviously it's hard to play the characters that have to do most of the fighting and stuff. But we have seen a bunch of films where if it's not the major character's friend, it would be maybe the top villain, or different characters that don't have to do most of the physical bits,
and you can cast
but their acting and their presence and what they bring to the character is just as pivotal. And you can easily just give that character.
You can do that with those characters. You can make it easy. But the truth is, a lot of people don't want to make life difficult for themselves. So the average producer, again, I'm trying to be respectful, and I'm not saying this applies to everyone, but the average producer probably thinks, Paul has one leg. I don't want to have to deal with this on set. He's a great actor, or he's fine. I don't want to have to deal with this on set. I don't want to have to make provisions for this. So I'm going to cast Baaj.
I feel you.
But if I, as a producer, can keep up and go, you know what? Yes, he or she might have this disability, but they're right for the role. Let's see how we can make provisions without breaking our budget for this.
You might end up finding out it's not as deep as you think
it's not. How many times have you seen ramps for wheelchairs? We're talking about Nollywood.
Yeah.
I mean, I go to a lot of banks,
I don't see
a lot of public buildings.
Once in a while. I think
sometimes you struggle. You
yeah.
struggle to see. Oh, so are you saying that people with certain disabilities don't use these facilities?
Yeah.
I mean, Europe and North America. Sometime this year, I mean, I was in for a few months, and I noticed something. You'd get to a street corner and you'd see the traffic light, and you don't just see the traffic light, you're hearing the traffic light. And initially I'm like, why am I hearing the traffic light? And then it hit me, oh no, that's not for me. That's for people with visual impairments. Do you understand? I have never seen a traffic light or stop in Nigeria that caters to anyone who isn't full-bodied or fully able-bodied. But it's littered all over Asia, Europe, and North America. It's commonplace because it's the decent thing to do.
It's just common sense. Yes.
But here, we don't seem to care. And that seeps into
everything else,
including Nollywood. And that's something we can begin to change from within. And maybe if we begin to shape our stories in the way we want our society to be shaped, then changes might begin to happen, not just in front of the camera, but in real life.
It's a good speech.
Thank you.
It's a good speech.
Thank you. Really quickly, you have 30 seconds. The gender gap and our disability disparity. Give me 3 really quick solutions or fixes for those problems.
You guys get the girls involved.
Okay. That's one.
Yeah, because you're going to have to put some laws in place, some rewards and punishments.
Yeah.
If you definitely want that change to actually happen. Because we don't just start changing things willy-nilly because we like it, because it's good.
No.
Common sense don't be common like that. So if you put some punishments there, put some rewards for doing the right things.
Yeah.
And the right things will obviously have to include you making your set more hospitable.
Yeah.
Actually, you might even have to backtrack. Because if you want a particular demographic to be better at something, you have to educate them on said thing.
Okay.
So I guess we'll have to start making sure we start getting them training.
Okay. So what you mean by that is have some of these acting schools, film schools.
Yeah. Because we already have some of them now that do it for free.
Yeah.
But the access to it, because it's for free, the access to it is a little bit limited.
I get you.
So if you just keep some special reserved spaces.
Yes, like slots.
For
every 100 students, how about
10,
make sure 5
15,
or 15 or 10? This. If they meet this threshold, they get in.
That would make a huge difference.
It would, in the long run. It might not do so right off the bat.
That's how it works.
But yes, little by little, we begin to change things.
Seed kind of stuff.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
And then give them money.
Lots of
money.
That
always helps.
Lots and lots
money
of money.
Always helps.
Money make the world go around. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Money, I find, if applied or used properly, can do a whole lot of good. That's true.
Not bad, huh?
Not bad.
Let's start listening to you, by the way. So brilliant.
It's always nice listening to you too.
Thank you.
I hope people at home think it's nice listening to us. I don't know. But yeah, what are you doing this weekend?
Yeah. Like I said, I'm not complaining.
Yeah.
But I'm just going back to work.
You are?
I've not even been watching shows anymore, man. I'm so behind, bro.
You know what?
The entire Peacemaker is out. I've not seen one episode, and I love Peacemaker.
It's a great show. It's a great show. I like it. I liked it. No, I've not seen season 2. I saw season 1. It's pretty cool. Season 1's pretty cool.
I went in little blind, so I really didn't know what
you didn't know what to expect. But I liked how they did it well. It was well written and it was well done.
The opening montage.
I tried to understand what they were going for with that montage, but it was really cool.
I used it for my ringtone
for how long?
I was for a bit.
I can imagine.
I see when it gets annoying.
Would you like to play a game really quickly before you go? Oh. I don't know. I'm thinking. I don't know. Now this, I think our producers will tell us if they want us to do this. Ocean's 11.
Oh, I don't know why Ocean 11 came to your mind, but that's I don't know if you know, but that's my film.
That's your film.
That's my film.
Okay.
11, 12, 13.
11, 12,
yes. 13. I know some people don't like 13, so people like 12 is not as good as 11. They have their opinions.
Oh my God.
For me, it's 12, 11, 12, 13. Okay. All three are mine.
Yeah, so the thing is this, there's a lot of people to cast.
Okay, yeah. So let's just say 11.
Let's do the original. 11. So
this must get real. Let's go. Okay. Jeez. I'm starting. Okay. Yeah. It's not even possible.
Okay.
I'm starting.
Yeah.
So give me George Clooney. That's Danny Boy.
Our producers have threatened us that we shouldn't cast actors of a certain demographic if they are currently not in that age range.
I never agreed. So, I remember seeing that conversation. Yeah. Who was that guy? Who was it? Xavier that said it? Xavier, yeah. And I never agreed. So I'm thinking from any timeline. I don't care.
Okay, so I'm thinking for Danny Ocean.
Danny Boy.
I'm going to do two things at once here. I'm going to cast for Danny Ocean. No, Danny Ocean and the love interest, Julia Roberts.
Okay, yes, that's lovely. Danny Ocean and Julia Roberts.
So,
lovely.
Danny, I'm going to go Wale Ojo and Julia Ashonye, Michelle Reka.
Nice. Oh,
what are your picks?
For George Clooney. Oof, I need that suave. Femi Branch.
Okay. That's an interesting pick. Okay. So let's go Brad Pitt.
I'm not choosing for Julia Roberts.
Okay, Julia Roberts. Sorry,
and Rita Dominic.
I can't be mad at that at all. I had Robert Bank for Rita, I guess. So
for Brad Pitt.
For Brad Pitt.
It's gonna be a tricky one though. For Brad Pitt, who'd you go with?
Because I picked Wale Ojo. I would go.
Did you say Wale or Wale?
Wale, the older one. Yes, Wale Ojo. Okay. I would go with. What am I trying to do? Gideon Okeke. Yes.
The suave. Nice one.
Yeah.
You give me Gideon.
Yes.
I give you Kunle-Remi.
Okay. We're cooking.
You're cooking. It's cooking.
We're cooking.
Yeah.
Benny Mac.
Yo, don't do that, Benny, yo. There's no Benny, man. There's no Benny without Benny. I don't know. I'm a fanboy. Benny Mac. Yeah. Benny says Benny. But okay, all right. Alibaba.
Interesting choice. Mr. Macaroni. That's what I'm thinking.
I don't know. Okay, this film is very mad.
Yeah.
Do you know what?
Yeah.
I think when we finish naming everybody, we should actually do that AI line them up thing. I'm telling you, should do it. It will be epic.
I guess.
Okay, so Don Matt Damon.
Yeah.
Casey Affleck.
No, we haven't done Matt Damon.
No, Matt Damon. Okay, Matt Damon.
I would say.
I'm going with.
Yeah, who are you going with? I know who I'm going with.
Oh, okay, yeah, heavy hairs.
I'm going with Maurice Sam. I'm going with Maurice Sam.
I'll just do
No.
Well, Maurice Sam, Maurice Sam is cool. Yeah, definitely, my boy. Yeah, Maurice Sam is in. What's the I don't know the character's name. The short one that is like Casey Affleck's character's best friend.
The Asian guy? No.
There's an Asian guy?
No.
Oh my God! I said there's an Asian guy. Of course, there's an Asian guy. Who's playing the Asian guy? You're not allowed to say Akio Popo.
Do you know? Honestly,
that's where
honestly, if I'm not allowed to say Akio Popo, I would simply pick a stuntman, Ibrahim Adamson. Or Adam's Effect as people. Yeah, he could play.
Actually, you probably need a stuntman to do it.
Yeah, basically. And he'd do a great job. I pick him. Who would you pick?
I would have gone with Mr. Nollywood.
Who played Andy Garcia's character? The money man. Let's do that and bookend this.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, that was sweet. Man. want to go for Femi Branch again, but I've already used Femi Branch.
Who else would you go for? I'm thinking Kali Kiagu. That's what I'm thinking.
Yo,
Yes.
that's sweet.
That's what I'm thinking.
That's freaking sweet.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
sweet. That's yeah.
The right level of suave and
sweet.
viciousness.
That's
Yes.
an Ocean's 11 cast right
Yeah.
there.
And that is.
I don't think we forgot anybody. I don't think we did 11 people.
We didn't do 11 because
But close
time.
enough.
Yeah, yes, we tried.
Yeah, that's
we
a good
tried.
cast right
Yes,
there.
it's not bad.
Ooh, yes.
It's not a bad place to start, I'm thinking.
Mhm.
Yeah. But if you have other suggestions, there are other people you think would be better suited to the roles, please let us know in the comment section.
Definitely. And
Yes.
don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
Yeah.
And keep your notification on so you can see our next video.
Thank you. Yeah. What are you doing this weekend?
Work, man. Back
Yeah.
to work, man. It's
Yeah.
legit work. Come and talk to you guys.
Yeah.
Work. Come and talk to you
Yeah.
guys. Work.
What are you working on? Ocean's 14 or 15? I don't know.
It's actually a limited series.
That's nice.
That I don't know if I can tell you the name,
Okay, that's cool.
but it's supposed to be very intriguing. And
Yeah.
that's as much as I'll say for the castle I control.
I am intrigued. Thank you all for watching and listening wherever you're doing that from in the world. And
Thank you for having us.
yeah.
Thank you for sticking with us.
Yes.
Thank you for listening to us.
Yes.
And we can't wait to talk to you next week. Yeah.
True.
All right, guys, from Baaj.
Please like, share, and subscribe. And tell your friends to tell a friend that Paul and Baaj have a podcast.
Yup.
Yes.
Peace.
Peace. Thank you for watching.
Thank you, man. You guys got to the end.
Please like, subscribe, and share. And remember to turn on your notifications.
Yes, so you don't miss our next videos because it's going to be dope. Save, guys.